Oh,
I hope
It was
you
just a
like
nightmare.
jelly beans.
It was just a nightmare.
Today's podcast, we're talking about jelly bellies.
This is Help Desk
Today's
Nightmares.
episode, Cody is a silly
This
goose.
podcast takes a look at the interactions help desk and support techs have on a regular basis and the
On a regular
nightmares we
basis.
encounter.
On a regular basis. This is episode 100, the quiet
What?
episode.
We're doing it's an ASMR.
We've done 100 episodes. Hey, hey, hey.
Balls!
Ooh,
We're all in Cody's environment now.
Yeah.
not gonna say something too embarrassing on here.
What would that be?
Too late.
I don't know, but oh no, I lost all my questions.
Oh, no.
DJ Marky Mark.
DJ Marky Mark.
Yeah. So what did I do this week? Today, I went to the final class. I have one more class for the degree, whatever, the associates that I'm doing. But I went to the final class of the class that I've been doing for 15 weeks. So that was good. And I finished the floors in the condo. There are no more floors to do. And then I found that there continues to be water in the basement.
Oh,
It's from outside.
Oh,
sounds like my house.
So don't know how they're going to fix that. Whoever had it before us threw up sheetrock on the walls. So that I'm going to have to tear that down before that
yeah, that's not a
gets
long-term
repaired.
solution.
Tear the sheetrock down, and then somebody's going to have to deal with it. Whew. So that'll be fun.
Somebody as in you.
Yeah, I'm not going to deal with
You're
it.
gonna
I
learn
can't.
How to do foundation.
No, I can't fix the foundation. I feel like the HOA will fix it.
Yeah.
So,
Do you really think so?
Yeah, they're responsible
That
for
would
it.
be-
That's what our dues are for. Our AJ
true.
texted our neighbor and was like, and she was, because it's on that wall that we share with her in the basement that the water is. And he was like, "Is there any water on your side?" And she was like, "No, there's not." But the last time this happened to me before, and the HOA paid someone to come out and fix the foundation or the whatever was happening. I can't
Nice.
see it. I can just see that there is water. I don't know if it's on the wall or if it's coming up through the ground, because that'll crack over time. I can't tell. So
Is it
Yeah.
the lady with the puppy?
I don't think that they actually have a puppy. They had it at one point, but not now.
One of your neighbors has a dog. That's all I know.
Used to. Oh, one of the neighbors has a little dog, but it's not a puppy. That's for sure.
Oh, I consider everything a puppy.
I used to call my dog Puppy.
Yeah.
You're a 500-year-old dog.
My dog? was not
Got a
puppy.
blast. How old is your dog? What kind of dog do you have?
She was 8.
Oh,
Wow, Mark.
way to bring up something hard, Cody.
Yeah, she was 8. And that was she was the one over the summer. She got attacked.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
She was 8 years old. I always called her
Oh.
Pup.
Yeah, she was.
How old is your dog, Cody?
7,000.
1.5.
Oh,
So still a puppy.
halfway
really.
there.
Yeah. She halfway there.
on
She better
track.
not die at 3.
Yeah.
I'd be
You never
heartbroken.
know.
I didn't realize how much of a connection you can have with pets
With a
Yeah.
pet that you're allergic to.
and other humans. It's weird.
What did you do these 2 weeks, Cody? We didn't record last
Oh,
week.
I wasn't sure you were going to. I ordered a lot of stuff, which is pretty exciting. I went on a bit of a spending spree, which is not exciting. So I have a new phone coming in, a new computer coming in. I bought 2 new headsets, a TV stand. And I think that's it right now. So that's pretty
Okay.
cool. I got a book called my brother gave me.
My
This book is
my brother and me.
It's called I Need a New Butt.
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's because I don't actually have a behind. I have a disorder. So that's pretty exciting. And I think that's
Yeah.
about it. I watched Frozen 2. Mark, you didn't talk about any movies.
Okay,
Did you see Frozen 2?
I would never see that. I would never see it.
I
I saw
didn't see
Frozen
it.
2, and it was really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like it's probably the best movie in the past 10 years.
Okay.
You're gonna go buy
Kidding.
an
I'm
Elsa
totally
doll
kidding. Nope. I already have 2.
or Olaf?
Why would I buy a third one?
Man, complete the collection. What did I do?
Yeah, Dave. What
Let's
did you
see.
do?
Yeah, Dave.
Dad.
Yeah, man.
God damn it, Dave. What did you do?
Oh my
Let's
gosh, it's
see.
getting too
Damn
violent.
it, I got my car back.
Oh,
Remember.
yeah.
Did we already talk about that or no?
We didn't talk about the last that we talked. You had a triad of horrible things happen.
Yeah, you were
that-
having a heck of a time, and then you got sick,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Then I was sick. Yeah, a little bit. It didn't get full blown like I was like in bed, half dead, but
good.
yeah, I was definitely feeling crappy. So aside from that, I did watch some TV. Watched. Have you guys been watching The Mandalorian?
I don't even know what that is.
no,
damn!
it's so
It's really
looks-
good.
yeah, it looks great. I think I'm gonna wait for all of it to be finished, like all of the season, and then I'll binge it.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
like having
basically
to wait
the-
every week for the new episode. It just bothers me.
Yeah, I've been so much stuff that this was like, what the hell? I mean, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And it's basic. Do you remember, Mark? You saw, you know, who Boba Fett is from Star Wars.
Yeah.
So he kind of looks like that guy, and because he's got the same armor, he's part of a guild of bounty hunters, basically. And they're given jobs, and they get the bounty, they finish the mission, and they get paid. And there's a whole list of like rules that they follow and stuff. And this follows one guy. He is part of a guild of Mandalorians, but he's the Mandalorian, just like the Highlander was from the Highlands.
There can only be one.
Exactly. And so have you guys heard about the I guess at this point it's really not a spoiler, Baby
Baby Yoda?
Yoda? Yeah.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
I've
yeah,
seen
so
lots of
that's
memes.
unavoidable right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the things he has to go capture or get Baby Yoda and bring him someplace. And it's just like a whole thing surrounding. It's really good.
Does he have to assassinate Baby Yoda?
No.
Yep, and then Yoda
Oh.
never exists.
But Baby Yoda is so cool though.
Wee.
It's cool. It's actually a show that my kids want to like. My wife and I watch. My wife watch a lot of TV together, and my kids really don't watch a lot with us. They're on YouTube and Twitch and all that shit. But this show, they all want to watch together with us, so it's kind of cool. It's like we all get together and watch The Mandalorian every week. It's
So
awesome.
technically, it's like a prequel, though. It's like before episode 1/2.
present. All said and done, like $900 or whatever. So they'll still get other stuff, just nothing that big. They're downstairs setting it up right now. The Vive came in a few days ago, and they have something called base stations, which are little cubes that you put in two corners of the room.
Yeah.
And it actually scans the room. Some of them have the cameras on the headset that scan the room. This actually has the little, they call them base stations, that scan the room and see the environment so you don't bump into stuff. Like in the game, they'll show you a wall here if you have a real wall, so you don't like walk into it and injure yourself. So,
Is it gonna run off your laptop then?
it's going to run off my son's PC. Over the summer, I got him a gaming PC for his birthday, and it will run it, and he's got all the software, installed and going. And I haven't even looked at it yet. I haven't been in. I said, you guys set it up while I'm on the podcast. When I'm done, I'm going to come in there and try it out.
Okay, next episode, I want a review of VR porn, please.
Yeah, right. Well, if I could break it away from my kid's hands, and then erase all said material from the device. I'll put my VR on. Here we go.
Oh gosh. Oh no. You don't know.
No.
I don't want to see you watching it right now.
No, this is my little Google Cardboard VR thing. Love this thing.
I've been watching his Dark Materials. I never watched Golden Compass.
Anywho, that's it for me, I suppose.
His Dark Materials.
Mark's gone.
Did Mark die?
You can't hear me?
Mark actually disconnected like 15 minutes ago.
Could you imagine?
No, he's
Still
there.
show-
Mark,
Still shows him. I see his little
are you
knee.
actually? Did you like? Oh, we can't hear him.
Oh shit! Really?
Mark, have you been talking this entire time? Like making comments on Dave's stuff, and he's been ignoring you. Like I'm watching the Twitch stream, and I can see you talking, but
Idaho.
I can't hear you.
It's Idaho all over again.
It is.
When we were talking, when he was in, it was Idaho, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
they couldn't hear us. We were just talking to each other.
Yeah, poor guy. It's not even going through the Twitch stream, from what I can tell.
So
Oh,
Mark.
he's restarting.
Uh oh.
Wow, that's super. I truly thought he stepped away. He was being so quiet. Usually he'll make like a ooh,
Yeah.
to notify us that he's still alive. But
Or he'll say, "Cool story."
oh, yep, exactly. What if the entire time he was just like, "Cool story, Dave. Cool story. Cool story."
Cool story.
The
Yeah,
entire
trying to-
time he's like, "Man, these guys are just
Trying to cut
ignoring
in.
me."
Yeah. Now he knows how we felt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So if he's he's restarting his whatever software because he's still in the Skype calls. So he's running
yeah,
it, I
he's
guess.
muting, unmuting. Still can't hear you, Mark. Oh, I
Oh, yeah,
wonder
so-
if he screwed something up when he unchecked that box, allowing the app to use
damn.
exclusive
It's
stuff.
all my fault.
So here we go. It
So
says
sorry.
someone on Facebook actually just posted the chronologically.
What about this?
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Now I can hear me though.
You can't
I
hear
hear
your.
an
You
echo.
can hear yourself.
Yes. Oh no, there we
Yeah.
go.
Good.
It
It's
was.
gone
It,
now.
I think it needed to equalize. or something.
Calibrate.
What the heck happened? Are you okay?
I don't know what happened.
Did you have an aneurysm for 13 minutes?
He forgot to pay his cable bill.
Oh, go.
No, I turned on all of the
Breaking.
headphone amps because I could hear it in the room, but I turned down the one that you guys could hear everything from the sound on this side.
Hmm.
So I have been watching his Dark Materials. Do you know about this?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's
pretty good.
the Golden Compass thing, right?
Yeah. So it's a limited series. I assume it's a limited series on HBO.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have HBO.
Oh man.
No. Not rich enough.
You don't. Yeah, I saw the movie The Golden Compass. It was quite bad, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one
nobody
with the
liked
polar
it.
bear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
there's like a
series,
polar bear and
the TV series does it a lot better. Let's see.
I'm sure.
Golden Compass
It has to.
movie. Because I
Yeah,
feel like that was a
HBO's gotta
while
get their
ago.
stuff
They didn't
together.
have it. Yeah,
check
2007.
it
So
out.
12 years ago, the tech has come quite a ways, especially with HBO
Yeah.
behind it.
yeah, my wife read the book, and so when we're watching the trailer for whatever his dark room or whatever the hell it's called,
His Dark Materials.
yes, she's like, this looks like the Golden Compass. I'm like, yeah, but they already made that. That was a movie. This is not that. And then I'm like, no, that actually. And then sure enough,
That's
that's
so
exactly
interesting.
what it is.
Well, I
Sure
love me some
enough.
fantasy and sci-fi.
Yeah.
Other than I don't like Game of Thrones, so
Well, you
Ooh.
suck. Sucks to
loved it
suck.
until
confusing.
the last couple episodes were not
like-
that great.
Watching
Yeah.
Lost, I just can't. My mind can't
Lost
count
was
beyond
tough.
it.
Got a blast.
Ready to
Got a
brew.
blast.
Oh
Ready to
crap!
brew.
Is this my part?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're already here. Okay, Mark, you're going first. If
What do you
that's
mean
okay.
already? It's been 16 minutes.
Okay, Mark. Here's question number 1.
Here we go.
For
to
the
brew.
100th episode, I have 100 questions for each
Good.
of you. It's
We
gonna
have
be a
100
Nice.
Yahoo answers as well. So.
I'm ready.
Good. Oh, it's going to be a long one. What buying and selling website after 24 years of being
eBay.
in business is finally getting its first officially mobile app?
I have a guess. but I'm not sure.
24 years in business.
Yeah, but they never had
So that'd be
Official mobile app.
1996.
until now. Do you need a hint? I can give you a
1995?
hint.
Yeah, what's the
Used to-
hint?
It used to be used for hookers.
Craigslist?
Hey, there you go.
Hey, that was my guess.
right.
Good job. Okay, this one. It's your favorite. It's your favorite source of media. What YouTube star became 2019's most watched creator with more than 4 billion views?
PewDiePie.
He's a video. Hey, there you go. What automated rental system will no longer be renting out video games? Aw.
Automated system. Video games. Redbox.
Hey, there you go.
3 for 3.
I really thought Mark was going to get all of these wrong. Apple's new Mac Pro can become moderately portable by adding what $400 accessory? So the Mac Pro is a
battery.
desktop. No? Dave, do you have a guess?
No.
$400.
Jesus, 400. Well, they would charge that for like a cable. I have a shoulder strap. I have no idea.
For wheels.
Oh,
Put
gross.
Casters
jeez.
on the bottom of your Mac Pro so you can scoot it around a business environment. It costs $400.
You could build that
Fascinating.
yourself for probably $25.
You
Yeah.
should get into that business. Okay, Dave. Mark
Wait,
got
wait, wait,
3
wait,
out
wait,
of
wait. Oh.
4.
I'm gonna get 0 out of 4. Go ahead.
Ready to brew.
There we go. I knew, Mark.
I was
I've
fading
learned
down
after
and in.
100 episodes. Dave, your question number 1. What
Shoot.
cell phone network provider has officially launched its 600 megahertz 5G network?
One of the big 3. I'm gonna go with Verizon.
Ooh, nope.
Damn
Verizon
it.
already had
No.
their 5G launch. This is T-Mobile.
I didn't think they launched it yet. Okay.
Amazon says this president stepped in to thwart a $10 billion deal. That was a little straightforward. Sorry.
This
Is it
president,
Trumpity
who
Trump
could
Trump?
it be?
It is. It's dumb, but that's fake news, though, right, Dave?
It's totally fake news.
Good.
Cody, Cody, don't spread it, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Fake
That was my bad,
news.
Mr. President. What mobile map application now allows you to report black ice in unplowed roads? It's pretty cool. I've never used this app, but people love it.
Waze.
Hey, there we go.
Boom.
Okay, to tie. This one's actually a really hard one. So if you get this, you get 2
Donald
points.
Trump.
No, that one was too easy. You get negative 1 point for that one. Okay, your last question, a difficult one, worth 2 points. The FCC has announced it won't punish Verizon and T-Mobile for exaggerating their what?
Their data download speeds.
Oh, that's a very good
No.
guess.
Just a guess.
It was coverage map.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah, because
Oh,
they definitely
man.
did.
It was on the tip of your tongue.
Damn it, yo.
Well, that means
That's
Mark
no.
wins.
Mark wins something.
Good job, Mark! Mark, you win this beautiful book, I Need a New Butt, by Don McMillan.
They'll just hand it to you at
he's
work.
excited.
Yeah, got a blast. Where did I put that?
Got a blast.
This is a book that I have, Huckleberry Finn.
Oh,
but it
is the
tricks ya.
racism still in there?
No, because it's actually The Three Musketeers. It's a misprint.
Oh, that's
Ooh, is that worth
bad.
anything?
I don't know because I've never found another one. So yes, it's worth
It's
$1.
extremely
As much
rare.
as someone is willing to pay.
Oh, there we go. Just like how much my body's worth.
Okay. It's a weird thing to say. Anyways. Now
hear
I will
about that?
read you. Oh, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna say, did you ever hear about that misprint of the? There were Bibles that were misprinted back in like the, I don't know, 100
First
years ago or
century?
something like that.
Oh.
Where one of the 10 Commandments was thou shalt covet thy neighbor's wife or something like that.
Oh my
Instead of
gosh,
not.
That's funny.
It makes
Yeah.
so much sense why my family
There-
is the way it is.
There was like, apparently it was like I saw some documentary on it or whatever. There apparently were like a couple of hundred of them that got out before they found the error and corrected it, and they were going around trying to find all the copies that were out there, trying to burn them and get rid of them.
I wonder if the
But,
Vatican has all of those copies and has
Probably.
their priests read them.
Before
Yeah.
they commit sexual crimes.
Yeah.
Reddit story. You Reddit user Miyoka2368 8 days ago wrote this. About
recent.
a decade ago, I was working for a company that did third-party internet support. Small mom-and-pop type locations who couldn't afford to have their own tech support, NOC, mail servers, etc., would hire us to do all that for them. I like to think of it as timeshare for tech support. Anywho, one day I'm logging into my email and fumble on the keyboard, hitting some key near the enter button. Example, password 123 nope, not asterisk. What is it? Quote, quote, enter. It's long. And while I'm
Wow.
thinking I'm going to have to enter it all over again because oops, but no, it accepted it. That's weird. I logged out and tried it again, intentionally messing up my password at the end. Again, it logged in without issue. Did a little
What?
black box testing, and it turned out that while you could set up and it would accept a password of any length, it only stored and read the first 8 characters. As long as your password was over 8 characters long, it would take anything after that point. If your password was at or under 8, it would have to be an exact match. I had other coworkers test this as well, then presented the issue to our NOC. They fixed that pretty quickly.
That's insane.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
That's not a
Damn.
good setup. Let's see. Reddit user, this is not loading. Boiled Crap wrote,
Very nice.
so this happened several years ago as an IT tech. I was working for a pharma company, headquarters, several buildings, many floors, and they just had one of the buildings renovated completely. Important to know that in the same building, there were both offices and labs with different equipment and requirements. So I got there to install and set up new PCs, plugged in every damn cable except the VGA. This was early 2010s, so VGA in big fashion and a loud boom. I'm a bit dizzy and confused. When I finally regained my sight, this took about 5 seconds, I carefully observed the VGA connector, from which half the shit was gone. Yes, the metal part. That had me thinking, but I was like, fuck it, let's roll with it. I took off my watch and phone out of my pocket in case I turn into a pile of ash and told the gals there to call the ambulance if I managed to vanish during the second attempt. So he plugged in the VGA. He plugged in the VGA, and that's when the big flashing and the loud boom. He put stuff in parentheses that shouldn't be in parentheses, so that's what's confusing. Needless to say, the second attempt was the same. Then I realized something's not right, so I left and let my manager know about this. Turns out, pretty soon the electro guys messed up something, and while I expected 230 volts from the wall connector, it received 380 volts, which was obviously meant for
Oh
lab
my
tech,
God.
one floor down. Since I'm not an electro dude, I'm not sure how this worked. Might have to do something with grounding, I guess. Months later, I realized I could have sued the company for big money, even though it was clearly a near-death situation, I believe. I'm not like that, so he didn't do that.
Wow.
TLDR, received way too much juice, making me blind as a bat, and as a plus, I could have been fired. Fried, not fired. This guy has a bad time spelling. And this is
Yeah,
after an
yeah.
edit.
Yeah, he did not put a lot of thought into that when he wrote it.
No.
But,
It was 28 days ago. So he plugged something in, 100 more volts than was supposed to be there.
yeah, that's not
That's why
good.
I don't touch anything with electricity. It terrifies me.
One
I'm
more
gonna die.
by Concussion.
Concussion.
So
That was a good one.
Concussion works for a large corporation and they have many branches all over the U.S. Part of his morning routine involves making sure every branch balanced their drawers and closed out for the night, which prints out an end-of-day report for them. Once the system is, quote, closed out for the day, it can't be used again until the next day. If a branch doesn't close out, I send an email to the home office, the branch, and their district manager informing them that the branch didn't close out. The employee responsible is usually written up for not closing it out, and if it happens too often, they're let go. This morning, one of our branches didn't close out, so I sent out the typical email. About an hour later, the employee responsible hits reply all, says that I'm lying and that she did close out and has the report to prove it. She also adds that the computer's messed up and she isn't able to log in, so I start investigating. I remotely connect to her computer, check the system logs, and immediately see the problem, but I decide to have the employee verify first and write back, hitting reply all as well. Please scan the first page of the report and attach it to this email so we can verify your closeout. She does and confirms my findings. I write back again. Your computer shows that it wasn't closed out last night. However, it does show that it was closed out this morning by you at 8:35 a.m. This can also be seen on the first page of the report that you sent us. It has the date and timestamp of the closeout as well as the person responsible for the closeout at the top of the page. This would also explain why you are unable to log in today. A database restore using last night's backup will be necessary to fix the issue. Needless to say, home office was pissed. The district manager questioned her, and she finally admitted to everything. She still works for us, but I'm pretty sure she learned her lesson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We have logs. Some people don't think of that. Like, I'll ask people, oh, hey, so when was the last time? Meanwhile, you know, Casey,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the last reboot. I look at it, it says, last week on Tuesday they rebooted. Oh, hey, did you reboot today? Oh, yeah, as soon as I came in. Yeah, right away. No, you didn't.
That's the first thing I did before I called you. Is it though?
Yeah, I always do that.
Is it? That's funny. Ours, we did an episode about people lying before, but so our situation, I think some people were being honest. They thought that they rebooted, but if they have programs open and they just hit reboot, a screen will come up and say, you've still got stuff running. Do you want this to force close? And if they don't respond, it doesn't restart. And then they just log in, but their programs are still open, which doesn't happen if your computer has restarted. So that's how you should be able to tell that your computer did not restart.
Exactly.
So sometimes honest, but definitely sometimes malicious.
So silly.
So these episodes are called You Messed Up. Did you ever see that? What was it? I don't know if it was Key and Peele or if it was on Mad TV or SNL where you messed up Aaron. Anyway, I can't remember which one of them. That's what that
Key and
made me.
Peele, yeah.
That's what made me think of that.
Hey,
Like the
Ron.
school scene.
And what was it? D-Nice?
Yeah.
Oh,
You mean Denise? What'd you just say to me? Flips out.
I love that sketch.
That's classic.
it is.
D-Nice.
Classic. Go find that. I don't know how you do that, but look it up in YouTube somehow.
Yeah. Look it
Aaron.
up, kids. It's out
Aaron.
there.
So that's fun.
7 News.
I can't think of other examples of you done messed up Aaron. You'll know them if you've done them.
Yeah, totally.
I probably had examples 2 weeks ago when I thought that we were going to do this.
Yeah.
We have
messed
definitely blown through all of our backlog of episodes.
Damn it.
So this is going up on Sunday, the same week that we record it. But that's what's nice to have it. Anyway, you got to use it up. You don't have to be
Merry
too ahead
Christmas,
every time.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas episode.
It could be. How many weeks do we have till Christmas? 2 weeks.
2 or 3. Whoa, what the hell is that?
Humble
Oh,
Bundle. Hey, Cody's got some deals going on. Humble Bundle Music and Sound Effects Bundle.
What did it go? It just popped over across the entire screen.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it would do that.
No,
I
it's
was
weird.
posting it there for Mark later because I'm
Go
like,
to
oh,
call.
sound effects. That's something he uses.
The only sound effect I ever need is
Gotta blast.
It's the most important.
Jason Derulo.
Balls.
You can have the balls go like to the bam, 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 have it go ball, 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 balls.
Balls.
I couldn't do them at the same time very easy.
Close enough.
There.
Close enough.
Okay.
Anyway,
Breaking news.
Breaking
Ooh, I'm ready.
news.
Breaking news.
from Help
December
Desk
1st of this year, AOL goes unlimited. AOL launches a new subscription plan offering subscribers unlimited dial-up internet access for $19.95 a month. Previously, AOL charged $9.95 a month for 5 hours of usage. The new plan brought in over 1 million new customers to AOL within weeks, and daily usage doubled among subscribers to a whole 32 minutes per day. This huge increase in usage overloads AOL's infrastructure, with the result being that many of their subscribers could not access the service. Class action lawsuits were filed by angry subscribers who could no longer access the service they were paying for. Regardless of their trouble, by offering unlimited internet access for a reasonable fee, AOL helped facilitate increased adoption of internet usage among a public still becoming acclimated to the information superhighway. December 1st of what year did AOL go unlimited?
A great question.
That is a good one. I actually know people that still have AOL. Not dial-up though, fortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, for their
So,
email
like, well,
address or something?
Yeah. I'm like, just have it forwarded to a better.
You've
just
got
come on.
mail.
Yeah.
You've got mail.
I'm going to say 1999.
No.
Nope. No. No.
You can't change it
That's
now.
my answer.
You can't change it now.
Okay.
Dave?
I'm gonna go.
What do we choose, David?
I think because I started.
The right choice.
Trying to remember where I was working in that.
When you got one of those CDs for unlimited internet for just $19.99.
I had like a million. At my desk at work now, I actually have one of them. Says, "Oh, now 5 free hours." You know, like I put it up there as my little nostalgic wall. I have a floppy disk and whatever. 5 1/4 too, big one. The big
Nice. I really think $19 a month was a
I'll share this
steal.
Screen.
Yeah, that's how they got in the door. That's how they got everybody. Uh-oh.
It doesn't say the year on there.
There you go.
53
gonna
hours. Great
say-
value.
I'll say 1995.
The correct answer is
2009. No.
Yeah, 2012.
1996.
That's you got that big guy.
Damn. What was that exactly?
So close.
Me being upset. QuickTime was the worst.
Oh, God.
Breaking
Absolute
news.
worst.
Balls.
It hurts my balls.
Breaking
December
balls.
2nd of what year? Apple releases QuickTime.
No.
Apple releases version 1.0 of QuickTime, a multimedia extension for playing color video, transforming the capabilities of personal computers. Before QuickTime, only specialized computers could play color video. QuickTime allowed anyone with a personal computer to do so, and it changed the history of computing. QuickTime allowed anyone with a personal computer, I already said that, in more ways than one. It was the patent infringement battle over QuickTime that led to the now famous truce between Steve Jobs and Bill Gates in Year Redacted that helped Apple survive long enough to transform itself in this decade.
This article provides grit.
This article provides gree.
Gree. Okay, Dave, you get to guess first.
All
I
the
just remember
gree you could ever-
highly disliking QuickTime.
Yeah, I
All
hated
the
QuickTime.
gree.
Hang up on us, Mark.
Yeah. I don't know what the year is, so I had to.
Yeah, no. I'll say
All the gree.
2001.
1999.
Ooh.
I have no idea.
Snaking in under the wire. Let's see.
It said all the great information on the untold story of QuickTime and its importance in the development of the technology industry. That's what the rest of it said. The correct answer is. Wait, what did you guess?
1999 and
99, I said 2001.
Oh, really?
Really?
we both suck.
We both are terrible. 1840.
Version 1.0 QuickTime was what year? You're both over, by the way, in case that was unclear.
Over.
Yeah, I guess I just don't know.
Guess
one.
an
I
earlier
remember using
year.
high school for school, which is why I guessed it.
93.
1990.
The correct answer is 1991.
Breaking balls.
Breaking news.
Breaking balls by Cody.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Balls.
Which brings us to It's hard to tell how loud this is going to be. Okay. Yahoo Answers user Tilly Dilly asks, where can I find device that looks like a cell phone but actually helps people hear better?
A hearing aid?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Is that what it is?
Does it look like a cell phone though?
Your doctor? I don't know.
it looks
Newer
like a
hearing
cell phone.
aids connect to cell phones.
Why would you need a? The only hearing aids I know, the little, right? The little,
Little guys that go over
buds
or
you
in
put
your ear,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's one out there that's got like a something that looks like a cell phone that may amplify the sound or maybe let you control the bass, treble. I don't know the different frequencies, but I've never seen that.
Those are the main ones.
Google.
Bass
Pretty
and
sure.
treble. I don't
And
know where
side
you can find that. That's a weird question to ask. I do know
Right, right.
I don't have one yet, but I do know that there are hearing aids that you can connect Bluetooth to your phone. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yes, that's what my father-in-law has, and it's amazing because he can just play music.
Start
through it.
talking. And you
Yeah.
don't
Did
know
his-
that he's on a phone
Did his
call.
did his come with nipple clamps or?
Oh,
that-
got him.
Father,
Oh,
father.
Got him.
Balls.
Ba, 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 balls.
Your father, is that what you said?
You know what?
My father. Yahoo Answers user Float on Harmony's Fire, we've heard from him before, asks, are there any laptops that are powerful enough for VR when running off the battery?
Not for long, I would say. There might be because like my laptop says it'll do VR, but whenever I'm playing a 3D game or whatever, the battery it burns down relatively quickly. So if
Yeah.
you're gonna play, you're probably going 20-30 minutes out of it, maybe more, maybe an hour if it's like
Yeah.
a double-sized 9-cell battery or whatever.
Can't
But,
imagine you get much.
Not much.
I can think of the Lenovo Y500 IdeaPad
Oh.
series.
Those are amazing.
Yeah, the terrible
Wish I
one that
had
I have and Cody used to have, but sold it for a Nintendo Switch. Traded it. What did you do?
Yep. It's right here. Traded it. Whoever
Nice.
wants to buy one with, look at Pokemon Shield, Super
Pokemon.
Smash Bros. Look at all those games I got
The
for sale.
Twitch.
Gotta
The
catch
Switch
them
Twitch.
all. Yahoo Answers user Betty F asks, how to move old emails to flash drive.
Okay.
You drag and you drop. Well, it depends. If you're using Outlook, you can drag and drop, or you can back it up to an OST or PST file.
Yeah.
Gmail and other online providers. I don't know. I really don't know if
You
there's
could-
like a
you could-
simple way.
If you're doing it from Outlook, yeah, you're going to have the option to export it to a PSD, or you can make it an archive file. But also, I think with individual emails like from Outlook, you can like highlight a bulk of them and save them, and they'll save as individual files, which I've done when I've had to do like 5 or 6 for somebody, and and then you can just double click each one, and it'll open an Outlook, and you can read it. It's kind of easy. I mean, they'll be
Mhm.
weirdly named, but
Yeah,
it'll
something.
work.
Depends on what you're using, Betty F.
Yeah, Betty F.
And you don't
Betty F.
need to move emails to flash drive if you're using a cloud service. So, Yahoo Answers user Lori T asks,
Stop. No, it's a not.
When is my husband going to be done with the podcast?
yeah, what happens when Google Pixel 1 phones no longer receive security updates?
Yo effed. I don't think anything terrible happens. I'm sure it's bad, but my phone has not received a security update since 2017.
And
So-
as a result, recently you have not been able to send or receive text messages.
Hey, there was one time, and it just so happened I received like 100 text messages in a 12-hour period,
received it.
and yeah, that was fun. I could send them. Remember, I sent a text to you. I just thought you ignored me.
I received it.
You received it.
So, their additional details are the final security patch will be pushed out this month. What are the consequences of continuing to use the phone after that time? Does the phone become vulnerable to hackers? Potentially. If that's the case, does that
Yeah.
mean the phone has become useless? Maybe. Or can you use
Hmm.
it as long as you refrain from entering any sensitive data into it? Don't know how you would do that. Passwords are sensitive.
Yeah. There may be third-party security software she might be able to get for it.
Yeah, I think I have Malwarebytes. Maybe the free. I might have the paid version on my phone, but I don't know if I have it on my
Mhm.
iPhone or not. I did have it on Android for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You can do stuff. It's just not OEM security.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you to upgrade, so you could just do that.
Yeah.
Because it's been a few
It's
years.
not cheap.
Just use it as a browsing device and get a new phone.
Yeah. Yahoo Answers user Ravenhill Firelord asks,
Gosh, these names. Is this D&D?
I don't know, are LED screens monitors safe? I just saw a question where someone was saying their new Ultra HD LED TV screen was hurting their eyes, even though they turned down the brightness settings. And I worried because I've been using an LED computer monitor for years. I don't have an LED TV, but I do have an LED computer monitor, a 19-inch one. That's not very big. And there's oftentimes the screen as hurt and made my eyes ache. So it got me wondering and hoping, are LED screens, computer monitors safe in general for the eyes? I hope for some type of assurance. Gratitudes.
They're safe. They're probably eye strain that she was having, the other person.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
This wasn't a random choice, was it, Mark?
There is a situation where some people believe overhead fluorescent lights are causing them to have headaches, which is possible, but we don't have at our building overhead fluorescent lights. They're LED. And so if you are staring into the lights overhead, that could be a problem for you. Or if they were dimmed, because sometimes they can flash so that like it's not actually dimming it, it's just the LEDs are performing less. So there can be that flashing or that shimmering like fluorescents do, but ours are fully on. They can't be dimmed. So the more likely culprit would be the LEDs that are shining into your eyes for 8 to 10 hours a day that you're looking at.
Yeah.
If anything was causing you a headache, it'd probably be the thing you're looking directly at rather than the thing that's above you. But that's my 2 cents worth.
Her friend probably just needs to stop watching the TV from 3 inches away, and that might, help with the headaches. A little
Like
bit. I don't know.
like your mom always said, if you sit too close to the TV, you're gonna go blind. Maybe.
Yep. It sounds like that's coming true.
User Joao asks, which condenser microphone is the best? MXL 2006 or Blue Bluebird?
MXL, I have no idea.
I don't know what the MXL. I have the Blue Yeti. I don't have the Bluebird, but
Cody and I are using MXL, and they're pretty decent.
yeah, they sound fine to me.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not high end, like $100 each. You can definitely spend more to get better, but it depends on also your application. If you're trying to do a condenser microphone, you're gonna have to put a bunch of shit on the walls and the floor because it's gonna pick up everything, every echo in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Blue Bluebird though.
No, me neither. I think that's one of the newer ones. They had the Snowball and the Yeti, and now I guess they have the Bluebird.
So what kind of mic do we have, Mark?
MXL 990.
No. Is it a condenser or
Correct.
Okay.
It is.
I don't have anything on my walls.
That's true. And sometimes a fan turns on.
No, I turned off all the fans. They don't just turn on their
Something
own.
turns on because about every other episode, maybe halfway through, I have to mute Cody's microphone anytime he's not talking because you can hear.
The only thing I think would be the furnace.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna freeze Lori to death.
And
just because
your microphone is
I know.
right next to an air vent.
it's under me. So yes.
I don't know. It doesn't. Unless you're like professionally doing something, if you're just doing it for like a podcast or for whatever, you don't worry about it. Try one, and if you hate it, return it and get the other one. They're both, I think, sort of on the same price point, so it's just try one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
or
at the
buy 'em
reviews
both.
online.
Yeah, buy them both and then see which one is better. That's what I did with headsets. I bought 2 that I thought would be a good fit, and I tested them out a bunch of different ways, and I returned the other one. So
Mm-hmm.
The 2006 about $100. Oh, the Blue Bluebird is about $240. So
Oh.
there you go. They both have about 4.0 stars on Amazon. It's hard to say if those are accurate or not these days.
it's a good 0.0 stars.
Yeah, 4.0.
Yeah.
Yahoo Answers user, well, out of 5, so maybe. Juan asks, phone keeps turning on when I connect it to charger. My phone
Turns
charged.
on,
Yeah, my phone charge depleted entirely. After that, I tried to plug it into my charger. The phone keeps turning on, not just the screen, but the phone starts booting up, and it's clear the phone has not enough charge to boot up entirely, so it just shuts off and reboots again. I don't even know what to try. The phone won't let me just shut it off with the usual button, and it just keeps rebooting. I need serious help. My phone is Huawei P8. Thanks in advance.
Sounds like a glitch.
Yeah.
But my son's tablet's having something similar to that. Like it's sort of the opposite actually. It starts boot looping until
Yeah.
you plug in the power cable,
Hmm.
and then it stops.
But that's
For a
not
while.
what makes
it
it
could be
do
a day,
that.
it could be a week.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I would just Google that, and I'm sure there's someone else has had that exact problem, and they already found the answer, and they just ran a patch or dumped out the cache or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I thought we
Nobody
lost you
knows. Get a new phone. Isn't the P8 somewhat new?
I don't know. The Huawei P8.
I don't have a
Don't know
Huawei
it.
phone.
My Huawei.
It's a $650 phone on eBay.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. It's 1920 by 1080. So that makes me
pretty
think
good.
it's not that new.
I don't know when it was created. Wikipedia, 2015.
Yep, April 2015.
Haha, I said it first.
Nice.
Yahoo Answers
Nice
user
enough.
I am racist asks,
Oh, Mark.
why does an older Google phone have a newer OS than a newer Galaxy phone does?
Because you didn't update it.
Yep.
My wife and kids, I'll pick up their phone to do something, to check something. And I'm like, it says you have a massive system update to
Oh
do
my
for like a
God.
week.
It frustrates me so. Anyone's phone that I see that on, I click it. It doesn't matter if it's a stranger or what. I'm just like, beep.
I should start doing that.
And the
Stop.
examples they give are Google Pixel 2016, Android 10, Galaxy
Oh.
S8 2017, Android 9.
Well, the Google Pixels get the updates before the Android,
Yeah.
before everybody else. But I mean, I don't know how far in advance, but
The other, yeah,
don't know.
Samsung, all the phone manufacturers, Android lets everyone come to the table. So Samsung can make a phone, and Huawei can make a
Yeah.
phone, and Motorola and
Yeah.
LG can make a phone. So they have to, or they choose to, then put their own skin on top of it. So while Google can push out their Android version 10, even when they do it well in advance for the phone manufacturers, they still take their time in creating their skins and working out all the bugs before they push it out to their phones. So that's why it takes
Yeah.
longer. I don't know why it takes an entire year after the operating system is released, but that's what happens.
Mm.
yep.
But also check for updates. I have mine, even when I had Android, I just had it. Well, I do beta testing, but I like automatic updates. If,
Yeah, I
if
usually
it's not
just
beta,
whatever.
not a lot bad tends to happen.
Yeah.
I did have a beta version on I talked about it before, but on the iOS phone. I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the 13, though, when I was on an airplane, and then I couldn't figure out, I didn't know how to restart the phone, but everything froze when I tried to open the Delta app. So then I couldn't do anything. Luckily, I could get on the plane because it could see the boarding pass, but then I figured out how to do the ridiculous number of button presses that you had to do to force restart the phone.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Yahoo Answers user, the last one, Chuck, asks,
Chuck.
how do I take an email MP3 and burn it to an audio disc and not a data disc?
What?
Put it in. I used to use iTunes.
What is an email MP3? Or someone emailed him an MP3?
Maybe.
100% what I guess it is.
And
And
he
I
wants
would
to burn
say
it to he wants to burn it
put
as
it
an
in-
audio disc or as
Windows
a
Media Player.
yeah.
Put it in iTunes and then click Burn Disk.
Play it and hold your phone up to it and then
Oh,
record.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Record it. You got to do it from across the room so there's no distortion. You go way back, and then you'll have a perfect recording. I
Exactly.
promise.
And then
Guaranteed.
you'll hear the sound.
That's a Dave? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love that sound. Now, that's the new sound of Help Desk Nightmares.
I
I
love it.
received it. Which brings us to the time of the episode where we ask Cody, what do you fuck with this week? And Cody says, hey guys, I mess with turtles. I like turtles.
Toodles.
Turtles.
Toodles.
I like
Uh,
turtles.
I mess with building a TV stand. I have to go finish that after this.
What kind of
so-
TV stand? IKEA?
It was a Walmart. Nothing
Souder?
special.
Walmart special.
No. That's an expensive version,
What?
Which one is?
isn't it?
Solder,
Louder?
Souder.
Louder?
Yeah, we have
Never
a
heard of Louder.
Souder.
Yeah, that's what
I
I,
don't know
said.
what-
Souder.
We have a bookcase that's made by them, and it was very expensive.
What?
It was like $100.
We have different ideas of what a very expensive bookcase
Our
would
TV
cost.
stand was like $98. Okay, a little less high end.
$2 less? I'm
You know
very
what, Mark?
confused. Does
Dave,
your-
what do you mess with?
the
mess
scale of
with?
things that you think things cost are between $98 and $100. Oh, Dave, what are you
Oh,
fucking with this week? He backed up. He's not on the mic.
I'm gonna be fucking with the HTC Vive.
Oh
hopefully, in the next
yeah,
couple of days.
VR.
That'll be fun.
Oh, and Cody's back.
Got to get some games for it. I don't know what. I don't know if it comes with anything. I'm gonna have to figure
I'm
that out.
sure it does.
It's got to come with like some kind of like a virtual room where you can go around, like a sandbox.
There
type
are
of-
a bunch of free games, but I recommend getting Beat Saber. That's definitely
Oh, yeah.
one. And then I just put a game called Boneworks, which I'm
Mhm.
sure your kids will know about.
I've
in
heard
my
the name.
wish list. It's supposed to be like the next greatest VR game simulation thing.
Boneworks.
So
I think I heard that mentioned somewhere, or was on a
yeah,
podcast
but
or something.
Steam has a bunch, as well as Windows 10 has a bunch of free games that are pretty neat to mess around
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, and when it comes out, we're going to be getting. They really got it because of
Alex. Yeah.
Half-Life Alex, yeah, because they played Half-Life. They like to play Half-Life. I used to play it, so it's like I'm totally going to be playing that when that comes out.
Nice.
Still no, I have no
100%.
idea what that even is.
Oh, Half-Life is so cool. They're actually making a movie about Half-Life.
What?
Yeah, I heard that, and
It's called Frozen 2.
yeah, they renamed it Frozen 2.
Yeah, I saw The Witcher's coming out with a Netflix series. So that's
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Starring Superman, Henry Cavill.
Oh, yeah.
Cavill, whatever the hell his name is.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
I think it's Cavill.
Yeah, that could be.
Sans the mustache.
Yeah. It's like J.K. Rowling. Her name is not pronounced Rowling, but everyone in the U.S. says Rowling.
Rolling.
Yep,
Rolling.
Rowling.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Rolling.
What are you looking for, Cody? What do I fuck with this week? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I fuck with. Let's see. I'm trying to find if I'm listening to any new podcasts. The Adventure Zone is still pretty good. Not as good as the first arc that they did, but it's decent. Oh, I listened to a new podcast because I used to be religious, and there's a podcast called Sunday School Dropouts. If you were ever religious, they talk about, like, they read through the entire Bible and talk about a book of the Bible through every episode until they get through the end of that, because there's only 66. And then they started reading, like, and talking about apocryphal stuff and like the gospel, the Gnostic Gospels. The Gospel of Mary is the most recent one they listened to, and stuff like that. So it's interesting if you're into that sort of thing.
I did a religious audiobook several years ago, where I recorded the voices in the for the book.
Oh yeah,
That was kind of interesting. Yeah, some I don't think he was a priest.
50 Shades of Grey?
50 Shades of Dave.
yeah.
It was yeah, no, he contacted me and said, would you do this book? And it's actually on Audible right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
It's
that.
called The Voice of the Angel.
The voice of the angel.
Are you the angel?
I'm actually both. There's two.
Oh,
The author, it's a book he wrote about
the
an
Lord?
angel that's like spoke to him,
Huh.
okay.
and it's the conversations over the years, the conversations he and the angel had. So it's me talking as the angel. I don't remember what the angel's name was, but it was me talking as the angel, and then as him, like asking a question. Like he wanted the angel to be very like monotone and very much like this, and like that. And
Yeah.
then I would sort of back away and be like, but I don't understand. Didn't Jesus blah 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 blah? And then he would explain everything that happened and whatever, the stories, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
Decent money for it too.
On this
Ooh,
podcast,
nice.
one of the episodes, the other podcast, one of the episodes that I really like is when they talk about the Gnostic Gospels. We don't have to say anything about what Gnosticism is, but the Gnostic Gospels, they're the ones that got kicked out because they were a little bit too crazy. And in the Gospel of Judas, one of my favorite things that Jesus does that he doesn't do in any of the ones that made it into the real Bible, Judas will say something and then it'll be like, and then Jesus was laughing at him, and then he's like, I'm not laughing at you. Like, what are you talking about? This is so weird.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on.
Like, because the
Relax.
Gnostics think that Jesus didn't have a physical body. He was just like a hologram. He projected himself, and then he wasn't, because everything physical is bad. So he didn't even have a physical body. And then Judas would think he was laughing at him. And like, okay, it's like throughout the whole thing, a bunch of times Jesus is laughing at people and then trying to convince them he's not laughing at them. It cracks me up. Good times.
Good times.
The best of times.
Yeah, it's like when I laugh at Cody all the time.
Hey, literally every day. Holy moly.
Today there was I messaged Cody when he got in. I was like, people are putting stuff all over this because we just had a cafe situation
He
at
was
work that was set
venting,
up.
yeah.
I was like, people are just putting stuff all over the place. Like there was an open tub that just had coffee packets for when we make our coffee that was sitting on the counter, but there are drawers full of these coffee packets. And Cody was like, oh, that was me.
Yeah.
I'm the one who just left stuff out all over the place.
My favorite, we didn't get a chance to talk about it because we weren't podcasting. Oh, no, it wouldn't have been. So last week on
100 weeks ago?
Wednesday, I prepared a video meeting for our team and recorded it. And I have to give it to Mark to upload to YouTube, and he watches it. Well, he must have watched it at least 6 or 7 times, but he just replayed a certain part that made him laugh so much, and I don't remember what it was.
I do.
but-
So Cody was talking about they don't call it Secret Santa because apparently that's offensive to someone. So they call it Secret Snowman. And Cody was like, he was talking about if you sign up for Secret Snowman, we'll assign you a person to buy for. It was like
Yeah,
3
so there
seconds
was
in
a bit
between.
of a hesitation in between. And
Oh, okay.
Mark loved it that I was talking about buying people.
It's like
I
a
don't think I've
person to
heard
buy.
Mark laugh that much ever, but it was just every 3 minutes.
And then at
You
the
can buy
end, Cody
Jenny
said,
in accounting.
at the end, Cody said, "Okay, bye bye."
Yep. Have a wonderful day
He's
now.
always say
Bye-bye.
bye bye at the end of a video.
How come you didn't end it with "Got a blast"?
Yeah, got
Oh
a blast.
man, next
Got
one
a
I will.
blast.
Programmer.
Grammar.
You were so naughty.
Sounds like Cody would have really said.
Dun-ka-dun-ka-dun.
Oh, the other thing I remember what I fucked with from the last episode that we did that I couldn't remember, which was I fuck with messing up your hands by laying down flooring because my hands hurt for an entire week. They were sore and they were cut up, and I was wearing band-aids on like all of my fingers. It was rough.
Jeez,
They're back to normal now.
that's
Look
good.
at you go.
Look at you go.
You've been listening to Help Desk Nightmares on the Halfway Network. Help Desk Nightmares is created by Mark E., Cody T. with Dave G. It is edited by Mark. It is produced by Mark, as well as the following patrons: Mr. Hanoknot, AJ Y, and Diana Y. If you like the show, for others like it, check out halfwaynetwork.com. Leave us a review on iTunes and anywhere you listen so other people can find the show. Follow us on Instagram at Help Desk Nightmares or visit our website, helpdesknightmares.com. Or to become a patron, visit patreon.com/helpdesknightmares.
And submit your stupid questions.
Yeah, nobody's ever sent us a question.
I remember in the beginning we made a really big push for that.
Yeah, and nobody ever did it. And I fuck with Cody having to roll a new character because his character is dead.
He has perished.
You're gonna have to figure that out if we're gonna do one on Sunday.
If
I've
we're
only
doing
heard
it
from
on
one
Sunday, did
person.
Anyone else? I was gonna say because I'm not gonna commit if
It's just you and Dave again.
the other half of the party doesn't show up. Like, I got plans Saturday night, and I'm gonna be fine if I have to sleep all of Sunday because of Saturday night's plans. But
2 o'clock is too
everyone
early
else-
for you on Sunday.
no, it's perfectly fine. I actually think it's pretty late.
Yeah,
but-
one of us goes to church.